now it says we're live. All right. Welcome everyone to the Magic Hour with Dr. Anna Stone.
That's
there
me.
she is. Over there. And myself, Reverend Stephanie Siren. And we're talking about what today, Anna?
My favorite thing. Not really. It's not my favorite thing. But conspiracy theories, aliens, stuff like that, you know, that kind of stuff, right? Like we're going to talk about,
right.
I don't know, whatever the hell's going on. And who's responsible for it? Because you know it's the government.
Yeah,
that's just me.
For sure. Oh, so let's start on the topic of, okay, we're both wearing foil on our heads, right? I love this for us. And let's talk about the occurrence that happened in, I think it was 29 Palms, right?
Oh, right.
Those guys were having voices in their heads.
Okay, so I cannot. It is. This is. I told you I was gonna make. I told you I made hats that are lined with foil. This is one of them. It's actually lined with foil on the inside. Okay, anyway. So funny thing is, I cannot find this article now again. Like I looked, and I'll look again. But so there was this report. Okay, so in it was Palm Springs. It was Palm Springs. It was outside of Palm Springs, I think.
Right.
And okay, I'm on TV. I'm on YouTube. Stop. Like, don't text me when I'm live. So anyway, somewhere in the fucking desert, okay? And it was a military town, like a town that has a lot of retired military officers or people.
Right.
And also a very large gay community.
Yes.
And so these gay men that are retired military were like hearing voices in their heads, right? And they were talking about it to themselves, like to each other, and they all realized that they're all hearing the same shit. And like they're like, what? This is recent. This is like last year, I want to say. Yeah, or even this year.
Yes, we actually saw that last year in the news. We were watching that when we were doing research for our alien episode last year.
Right.
But we didn't delve deep into it.
Right.
But they were experiencing clairaudience, and but it turned out that it was the government putting messages in their heads.
Yep. Yeah, sure was.
And so that's why we're wearing the foil caps today as a joke and an ode to them as well.
It's a joke. Yeah, I mean, you know, we don't.
We
y'all, foil ain't gonna do anything. Okay,
right. But it's just a little ode. It's just
yeah. I mean, it would be funny if it would work, but like, you know,
oh, for sure, that would.
Thank you, Marcel. But yeah, mine's. I'll show you guys. Like it. I made that's like. So just this part of my head can't receive it, I guess, you know. But anyways, so yeah, we so they were hearing these things, and they were also hearing it through their teeth also. So, and then they were finding out that there was like some kind of thing done with dental work. They can put like things in your teeth. I don't know. I don't want to get there because I have a fear of this anyways. It's like, I'm not even going to like let myself entertain that idea. But I went to the Museum of Psychiatry and Hollywood, which, disclaimer, it is run by the Church of Scientology. I understand that. I'm aware of that. And before I took my class, because it is a place that a lot of colleges take their students to, psychology classes, you know, take their students on field trips to, for high school and college entry level psychology. Before I took my students, I went and I toured the place myself, and then I took notes because you can't take pictures, right? And they're really on top. I tried, and they like caught me immediately. Like they came out of literally the wall. Like literally there was a door out in the wall. They just bust out. Like, you can't take pictures. And I can see why, because they have some stuff in there that's like, whoa. They have documents from like government projects, and that's what I was trying to take a picture of. So instead I just write it down. But there was a myriad of different project names, like Project Jedi, Project Wedding Bells, Project there's a couple. I actually have the notes. I'll look it up in my phone. And they all had to do with, and I'm not kidding, psychic suppression in the general population.
Yes.
And that is and that's even Harp has had that also, like, as one of the goals, like not the goal, not the main goal, but like one of the things. So I was like, holy shit. What does that mean? Like, what does that mean? Maybe they mean psychic in a different way. Like maybe they're using the term psychic in a way that I'm not using it, right? So I went home and I researched the stuff that I saw there that I thought might be possibly exaggerated, or, I did my due diligence, basically is what I'm saying. And they were everything in there is accurate, unfortunately. And it was in there. Like, it was talking about how they're sending messages through sound waves, right? And so that they can control, literally it said, to influence docile behavior in the general population.
Right.
But if they can do that, docile, they can also do the opposite, right?
Right. Okay, so there's one that we can talk about also that was actually a CIA thing that was a conspiracy theory, and then it got proven because it ran the course of being classified, and then we were able to declassify it.
Right.
And that's the Gateway process.
Stargate Gateway. Yeah, well, that's part of Stargate. It was. Yeah.
And the remote viewing that they used for intelligence.
I just watched that movie last night with Nick, the men who stare at goats.
Which one?
The men that stare at goats, or whatever.
That movie. Yeah.
I'd never seen it.
Oh yeah.
It was. I was like, this is all accurate. I was like, this is all. It sounds really corny, but like, this is actually on point. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's so ridiculous that no one will believe you, right? That's the point. Right. Like, we've been trained our whole lives to put this stuff aside and to say that it's not real. Like, our whole lives, from the time from church all the way through everything else. Like, it's not real.
It's all conditioning, for sure. I mean, there's so many rabbit holes we could go down about this,
Right. But that's, I mean, legitimately, we are taught to mock it, to make fun of it, to discredit people, think that they're crazy, etc. Right? I do it. I do it all the time. I catch myself doing it all the time. I'm like, oh my God, that person's crazy. And then I realized, wait a minute, I've had some experiences that are even crazier. Like, so it's hard. It's programming. And that's why it's hard to overcome that. Yeah. When you don't know, you don't know.
When you're going against programming, then it's, you're literally retraining your mind. And so you're going to have a lot of existential crises happen.
Right.
And
it's a lot.
It's going to be hard because you're going to have to learn perception, right? Or also how to differentiate between what's real and what's not. And what does real mean? And how okay are you with being Delulu?
Right. I mean, yeah, when you don't care about, let's see, is this it? Nope. When you don't care about what people think about you, it's a lot easier.
For sure.
But that's not, we're trained not to do that either.
Right.
We're trained that, people's opinion of us matters a lot for some reason. When it really, I mean, I guess unless it's work or people that you care about, really, who cares? Like, I mean, I don't know. That's just me. I'm very difficult like that, me. Like, so I could give a crap. But I don't know. Like, I think that there's a lot of stuff out there that we're never gonna know about, and that probably is a good idea. I mean, honestly, I have to say that, like, I'm on the fence about this stuff. Like, should we know about it? Should we not? I should know about it.
I mean, I think there's people that should be in the know, and then there's people that definitely should not.
That's what I mean. Oh, I think I found it.
And I know that sounds really crappy, but when we think about how the populace reacts to things, I mean,
right.
They get traumatized real easy.
Right. I mean, yeah, like, so that is the thing. And it's like, and then who decides who is capable and who isn't? You know what I mean? Like, that's just going to cause further divide too. Like, so, that it's literally the have and the have nots at that point. Like, some of us have the information, some of us don't, but God damn it. That's where we're at right now anyway, because, a whole bunch of people, like, in our society, whatever, like a certain percentage do know these things, and they don't tell us. So I've got to turn these notifications off on my phone. It's absolutely driving me insane. I don't know why no one texts me at all until I'm on camera live.
Is there
time.
any way you can turn it off? Or
I am trying right now. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, dude.
And hi everyone, by the way,
yeah,
who's watching. Hi. So I personally have done readings that have had some extraterrestrial roots. And as a psychic, I think it's happened to a lot of people actually, but I'd like to hear in the chat what everyone's experienced as far as extraterrestrial alien stuff or things that proved conspiracy theories. What are your stories? Have you experienced anything like that?
I mean, like tell us what you guys, you seen a UFO? I've never seen a UFO. Never happened.
My kids saw a UFO in my backyard recently.
In your backyard?
Yes, like up in the sky over our backyard.
From the backyard. Okay. I was like, what?
Yeah, up in the sky. And I've never seen it personally though, but I have done readings where the person, I could tell their last life was as an alien.
What? An alien?
Yes. Like a gray. Like this person in their last life was a gray and then came here as a human. Like what we would call a starseed.
Wait, what are starseed? I don't even know what that means. I hear it all the time, but I don't really know.
Okay, so a lot of people will use the term starseed incorrectly. Okay. And the real thing that a starseed is someone whose last life was not on Earth.
Okay. Their last life was not on Earth.
Right, because when I read the Akashic records, right, I'm reading people's past lives.
Okay, right. Oh, right. Yeah.
If I don't see human lives, I'm not going to tell them I see them, right?
Right.
If I see an alien life, and that I have before, I'm going to tell them.
And, okay. Yeah, I've never seen, I don't know. I have no idea. But I do know that my mother, oh God, my mom said she was abducted by aliens, dude. And like, I don't know what to think about that other than I was embarrassed by that story, obviously, for obvious reasons, because as a kid, like that's the last thing that I want people knowing about my family, like on top of everything else. Is like, oh, my dad's a murderer. Now my mom gets abducted by aliens. Cool. Like that's just insane. But she was interviewed by Stanton Friedman, right? Like who's I think he's deceased now, but like, and he believed her. And then a couple years ago, I got a phone call from her heart doctor who was like, when did she have surgery on her heart? And I'm like, she didn't have surgery on her heart. And he's like, I know, that's what her medical records are showing too. But there's an implant in her aorta, a metallic object that's grown over the tissue. And I'm like, dude, stop. Like, I was like, nah. He's like, no, seriously, please tell me when she had this done. And I was like, dude, she hasn't. And he's like, I'm like, are you telling me that there's an implant? I'm like, you know my mom's story that she's been abducted by aliens. He's like, I do. That's why I'm asking you. Please tell me so that it's not aliens. Like, I can't. Like, he was very upset because there's no explanation for this thing. Right. And I didn't see the pictures of it or anything like that. But like, he was not happy that I couldn't tell him anything else. And I know that my mom hasn't had any surgery, up to that point. I knew that. So it was weird. I don't know what it was. Still don't. But that was odd to me. And I was kind of like, oh shit, like, am I going to have to apologize? Like, damn it.
I wanted to address this question right here. Right here.
Yeah, isn't it? I think so.
No, it is not. Starseed and Indigo Children are not the same as far as I'm concerned. Indigo Children are actually people like myself and Anna. Indigo Children are like the empaths that came in a wave of us in the late 60s through the 70s. There were a lot of them. And we're super sensitive. We're like super empathic. We can heal, just all those things.
Man, I cannot find it. It looks like it's not on my phone anymore, and that's kind of creeping me out. Oh, no, I found it. Trident. Okay. Project Trident.
Okay, tell me.
Okay, Project Trident. Electronic. Okay. That's really like in my notes. Can you read that shit? Because I can barely read it.
Okay, no.
Okay, hang on. Okay, so psychic suppression. Oh, Project Wedding Bells. I already said that. I said that earlier, I think. Project Wedding Bells. And then high frequency. It's okay. So Trident is electronic to subliminal, high frequency, whatever waves they're sending out or something. And the purpose is the psychic suppression in the general populace. That's what it says.
Right.
Okay. So I wish I had. Oh wait, there's another page. Ooh, I took some notes. I didn't remember I had. Clean Sweep, Project Clean Sweep, 1997 to 1998. CIA and NSA and ONR were in charge. Mass behavior modification involves the media, helicopters, and radio towers. That's what it says.
Interesting.
William Sargent. Subprojects number 4, 15, and 19. Okay. Oh, I got more. Shit. The 40 people sued for people sued for this, I guess. 76 billion. Oh wow. Holy shit. Okay. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else here. Okay, no, that was not it. So that's that. Those two. Project Trident, Wedding Bells, and then Clean Sweep.
Okay, so
we can look those up.
Yeah. So what went on with Project Trident?
Okay, well, I don't know. I gotta I can't read my handwriting. Sorry. So I gotta Google that real quick. I gotta look that up from the CIA reading room. So I'm gonna look it up. But that's the one I believe that's the one where they were putting in that they were doing sound manipulation, whatever, and subliminal messages, right? Just out in the air. So I don't know who's getting this stuff, and I don't know why or how they're picking areas to do it in, but typically speaking, they usually test on their own, military and stuff, that's common. But, I mean, dude, I don't know, how many people are hearing voices,
Right. I mean, my clairaudience still happens with my foil hat on. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I can still hear it.
You can. See, my thing is that mine is always in the same voice. It's not in different voices. These people were hearing different voices. They were hearing the voice of God. Remember? That's what it was. They all thought they were hearing God, and that was terrifying.
I hear different voices.
Yeah, you do? I only hear my own voice.
No, I hear different voices.
If I hear other voices, it's external. They're not in my head.
It's not in my head. If I hear it external, it's here. Oh. But it's just...
That's when I hear other voices.
But it's just not... I know it's not in this dimension. I can tell.
I mean, kind of. Yeah, I can tell too. My cameras can pick it up.
The frequency is higher,
faster,
and faster.
Mm-hmm.
And even if they're trying to whisper, because I always tell them to whisper, because some of them just come in like gangbusters because they get so excited that I can hear them. So,
yeah, I mean, I had a crazy event happen to you guys the other day. My friend that died, months ago. I'm driving to my boyfriend's house in Long Beach, and 10 minutes away from his house, I get a text message notification on my car, and it says my friend that is passed away texted me, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I didn't look at it. It scared me, so I was like, oh my gosh. And then it happened again, and then again. So 3 times. I get up to my boyfriend's house, I look at my phone, 0 missed text messages, 0 missed calls. I even went through WhatsApp, my Google numbers, Facebook, Instagram, anywhere where someone could leave me a message, nothing. So I was like, well, damn it, so I was like, hey man, if you're trying to reach me, do it again, So the next night I get in my car, same thing happens again. This time I press listen on the car screen, and a freaking message pops up, and it's like, "Thanks for reaching out, miss you," in a robot voice. I was like, "What?" So then I contact mutual friends, and I was like, "Is his phone still on?" And they're like, "No, man, he got rid of that number when he moved back to London like a year and a half ago, and it's been turned off." Like, so it's crazy. Like, you got what on video?
Yeah, we want to
what do you got on video, Lolly?
Lolly, and hello and welcome.
Hi. Yeah, we want to know, like, what did you have on tape? I want to know.
Yeah.
But that was crazy. That was the first time that's happened.
It was really cool, and you sent me the pictures and all.
I have that. I have proof. Yeah.
And it was really cool. And I was like, you were like freaking out, and I was like, dude, that's him saying hi. He's saying hi.
Yeah. I took pictures because I did the first night, but just of the fact that a text message came in with his name on it. But I did not listen to the message because I thought it was gonna be on my phone. You know, I didn't realize it wasn't on the phone itself. I don't know where my vape pen is. God damn it. Okay, well, I'm gonna stop digging. It's right here on the desk.
Yeah, don't dig.
Sorry. Okay. Anyways, back to this. Sorry about that. So what do you got? Lolly, I show people my videos and they still act like it can't be real. I'm like, what the fuck? Wait, what videos, girl? What video?
Yeah, please tell us what videos you're talking about. Like, we want to know what kind of videos they are. Like, are they the voices that you're talking about, like external voices, or is it something else?
Right.
Tell us.
I've gotten external voices on camera, definitely. Like, definitely have that. But like, and they're on my channel here posted. But
yeah, you have showed that with the spirit box, correct?
No, just when I was sitting here typing and I heard my name at 3 in the damn morning and someone was saying my name over and over again, and I was like, holy crap, scared the crap out of me. But nobody was here. Yeah, so I want to know what kind of videos you've got. And yeah, so we're gonna go. I got Project Trident up, okay, so I have that.
So let's talk about it.
Yeah, well, I gotta pull it. Oh, CIA.
And also, has anyone heard of the psychic suppression thing? And have you ever like experienced psychic suppression or like opening your pineal gland? Have you done anything about that?
Former name was Belladonna.
Okay.
Project Belladonna originally. So I'm on the CIA website right now, so you guys can look it up there too. Oh, it's a PDF. It's to supplementary project of Operation Belladonna. And this has to do with, it looks like that had to do with Ukraine and Russia. Okay. That's what it looks like here. There's a whole bunch of other names. Oh, dude, that's only 2 pages. Well, that wasn't what I was looking for. That was declassified.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah, I'm excited. Here we go. I have UFOs on video. It all started one night while swimming out back. I saw something zoom across the sky and it kind of shook me. But I've seen them so many times, it's nuts. I tried sending them in to see if they could tell me what they were.
Yeah, I want to know, like, how many of you guys have actually seen UFOs? Like, I mean, and how do you know? And then, like, how do you know that it wasn't something else? Like, you know, because I have bad eyesight. It's hard for me to tell what something is from a distance, right? Like, personally. But I believe that people see stuff because I believe that these things are real. Like, I'm not sure if they're alien or if they're ours, you know, like if it's just secret stuff.
Interesting. Did you see that?
Marfa, Texas, where the light appear.
The Marfa lights. Okay. Yeah, we want to know.
Oh, yeah, because we're saying that maybe they're not like outer space, guys. Maybe it's like here. Maybe they've been here the whole time. You know, like maybe they're in the. Maybe we're the aliens. Could be possible.
Okay, let's do that. Let's look up the Marfa lights.
Oh wow. Oh man, I typed in Project Trident, CIA Psychic Suppression, and I got something else. It's called psychoenergetics. The process by which an individual may psychically interact with objects, locations, organisms, etc. It's a 56-page document from the CIA.
They're orbs. They're orbs. Okay. So this is fun. Okay. So a lot of times we see orbs when working with magic. And so that's really cool. The Marfa lights look to me like energetic orbs.
I just found something. So this is called Project Sunstreak.
Okay.
This was released in 2000. And it says deals with the use of psychoenergetics in the collection of intelligence information. It's defined and shown here as subdivided into two classes: mental affects on the physical world and purely mental collection of information. So how you can think and make things happen in your environment, right? Which is interesting because I know that's true, but science will tell you otherwise, right? Psychokinesis, ESP. So this is right here. Since the early 70s, the Department of Defense has been involved in examining potential uses of psychoenergetics.
Yeah.
Experiments using remote viewing, and it's an intelligence gathering tool conducted by two laser physicists, Hal Puthoff and Russell Targ, at Stanford Research. We know this one, the Stanford Research Institute thing.
Yeah.
Proved successful.
Right. You can move things with your mind.
And they also were able to recover some hostages by people finding where they were remotely with just their minds.
Right.
That happened.
That was actually, they were giving psychics actual latitude and longitude.
The psychics were giving them latitude and longitude. They were telling them where they were at, where the psychics were being able to find them without knowing anything. Like this one guy, Targ says he was able to find. Oh, that was the testing. You're talking about the testing when they tested them. Okay, so when they tested them, they gave them here, find what's at this location on the globe from your mind.
Right.
And they were able to do that.
Tell me what's happening at this location. Tell me what's happening at this location.
But that's different. That's different than being told we don't know where the hell someone is. Find them.
Right. And that is so different because you and I could sit there and if we were given a direction like that, we could answer, right? But coming up with the opposite, which is telling them in those latitude and longitude where a person is, that's a very special ability to have.
Right.
I don't know about you, but I haven't been able to do that.
I mean, I've never had the need to do that. So, but the thing is that this ability, any psychic ability, which is not paranormal, I'm going to say it again. It's not paranormal. It's not supernatural. It is literally just a function of nature and survivalism and evolution. And some of us use it and some of us don't. That's what it is. It's not magic. It's literally an ability that we either train, can hone it, or we pretend it doesn't exist, right? And that's the majority of people just act like it doesn't exist. But it's crazy because this stuff is not, it's a need-based system. It's need-based. So if you need something, you can get it with training on it, right? But you have to create a need, and that can be extrinsic or intrinsic, You've seen several. Hang on. Let's see. So that could be the Marfan lights. Are those ball lightning or no?
It's an orb. They're orbs that show up in the sky.
Yeah. Have you seen ball lightning?
Look up ball lightning.
Ball lightning.
I will look it up right now.
Yep, check it out.
Okay, ball lightning.
Oh.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
It would be if it had those veins coming off like they do, but no, it actually is orbs.
Okay. Yeah, you can take remote viewing courses. And I think everyone can do it? No. I don't. Because I think some of us are programmed too much to be able to tap into it. Like we're just like too against it, you know? It's like doesn't fit with our religion. Number one. I'd say like number one would be a religious connotation to that. And then second would be societal. Like, you know, people are like, that's stupid, that's crazy, whatever, because we've been trained that way, but to not believe it. But then the same people would be like, I had a hunch about something or whatever, and like, and not get it like at all. But yeah, so it says DIA. I don't know what DIA stands for. If anyone knows, let me know. And the military services have all, at one time or another, been involved in numerous psychoenergetic tests, most of them being application-oriented. In 1972, for example, the U.S. Army Surgeon General published studies of Soviet bloc work in psychoenergetics, whatever. And then it's saying in 1976, the Missile Intelligence Agency informally expressed interest in the U.S. replication of claimed Soviet experiments in psychokinesis. Right, we know that. So we lied. We said we were doing psychic testing. Russia was like, well, oh, we're going to do it too. And then we were lying, though. We weren't doing it. And then we found out Russia was doing it. And we're like, oh, crap, now we got to actually do it.
Yeah, we have to catch
up. And so, but there was success with it. And it's, you know, but, you know, it's crazy. It's crazy. It doesn't exist. You know, they don't want us. They don't want you to do it. But yeah, it literally says that it's psychic expression in the general populace, right?
Mm-hmm.
So psychic here in this document means exactly the kind of psychic we're talking about. It doesn't mean some other thing. Like I was thinking perhaps they meant like, you know, psyche or I don't know what.
It's suppression.
Yeah, but you can do it through waves, sound waves. I wonder how that works. Why would that work?
I don't, you know.
Oh, I just heard how it works.
Okay.
It bombards you with too much going on so that you can't focus in on anything else. It's too much. There's like too much noise.
I do get overstimulated often.
I don't know if that's true, but that's what I just heard.
I do find it wonderful to forest bathe, especially if it's off grid and there's no service out there. I mean, that feels amazing. So, I mean, I could understand that.
Yeah, this was, what did I say? It was called Sunstreak? Project Sunstreak? Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff. Wedding Bells, Project Wedding Bells is the other one. But then there was one that was done in the 90s that had to do with helicopters flying over your house. So, yep.
What was that about?
Same shit.
Oh,
like,
to make
you feel lower. It was during the riots. They said it was to lower the aggression in people, but I wonder.
No, it's to make people more paranoid.
Possibly. You know, why not?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But like right now, if they're still active, we won't be able to find anything on them. Like if it's a still active project, you shouldn't be able to find anything, right? But that's just because they just changed the names of things.
Right. Well, yeah, they do. They do. But I mean, they've probably moved ahead already on all of this. I mean, we know nothing compared to the things that they have access to.
I just typed it in, Project Wedding Bells, CIA, and it said, your search did not match any results in all of Google.
Okay.
I'm not kidding. Like I have a black screen here with just one paragraph that says that.
Wow.
That has never happened because, you know, somebody has wedding bells in their freaking tag somewhere, right? Like, come on. That's crazy. What the hell? I think they're flagging me. I'm just kidding.
Probably. It's Google.
Still blocked. What? Dude. Not cool. Okay, I'm going to not look at this one. Forget this one. I'm going to say that's not a good one to look at. Possibly. Just got flagged. Jedi?
Operation
Jedi.
Okay.
There was Operation Project Jedi, CIA. That was also had to do with soldier stuff, like psychic stuff also. It was part of Stargate. So they just changed the names, all of this. So, you know, yeah, it was, whoa. That program ended in 2021.
Oh, interesting. And what was it?
I'm looking at it right now. Hang on. It is It was a $10 billion joint enterprise defense project. It says it has to do with computers. Yeah, it says computers. And Amazon Web Services. Oh, great. So this is definitely not the same one, I don't think. But it's not. It has to do with cloud storage.
Oh.
Different one.
We don't care about that.
No, we don't. Oh. Okay. Yeah. So, well, okay, you guys, what do you guys think is the government? What do you guys think is the biggest conspiracy theory out there right now? Like, which one do you think like has merit, or because here's the thing.
And we can give you our psychic opinions on it. Even
I'm not saying shit.
I will.
Here's the thing though, that these all start with a negative truth in them, right? Like at some point, right? And I'll tell you right now, like I don't take the word of people that are like government contractors so much, because I was a government contractor for 20 years and I had top secret clearance with the government, and I worked for DARPA, in case you guys didn't know, as a research scientist in neural engineering and neuroscience. And I don't know shit. Like literally the thing that we worked on, I knew that one part of it, that was it. And like, I didn't know what the bigger picture was until later. Right. With exception to the telepathic soldier communication brain implant chip, which they did in fact tell me right off the bat, but I didn't believe them. I thought they were joking with me, because I was like, yeah, okay, we're going to implant someone's brain so they can telepathically communicate. Yeah, okay. Like, I totally thought they were just, lying or joking with me.
Your chain.
But it was true. But like, it didn't work when I worked on it at all. We were in the very first phases of it, like just fabricating the microchip. So didn't work. It does now apparently, but that was in 2012 through 2014 that I worked on that. And that's all I knew, was just this one aspect of this bigger project. Like, so when other contractors come out and say, I knew I was taken into this other area and showing all this shit, I'm like, really? Because I don't know, man, not my experience. And I worked at a few different labs with that same clearance level. And like, never was I ever privy to information outside of my unit, right? Like, just wasn't. So, I don't know how to take those people, honestly. But if you get someone that comes out that says that they were actually working on the project that they're talking about, and they're willing to face like the scrutiny of, being a whistleblower or whatever, that makes me a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, die, disappeared,
or die.
Like, yeah, like that makes me a little bit more open to hearing what they have to say. But just from my personal experience working with the government as a contractor for the military and Department of Defense and DARPA, like, I'm gonna say that, like, I don't think most of us have any access to that kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. So I didn't. So take that for what you will, right? But you can believe those people are not my problem. But I'm just giving you some information there. So I don't know. What do you guys think? What is it? Orbs? Anyone? You guys have no conspiracy theories that you're all about, like, right now? What about the Mandela effect things? Like, is that just our bad?
Terrence Howard thing. Terrence Howard. I think he's out of his mind.
Okay. Who's the other guy's name? What's the other good dude's name that talks about aliens and UFOs? He's in a band. He's like 182 guy, I think.
The what?
He was in that band Blink 182, and he talks about aliens, and he says that the government's
fucking.
Who? I don't think so. That doesn't sound right.
There's another one, Tom something.
Tom, yeah, I think it's that guy. I think those are plants. I think. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Yeah. I don't know, man. I think like. Hi. I think that I believe that, like, why would the government give those people information? Just curious.
Why would they give them what?
If that information. Why would they take a celebrity and be like, here's all the secret knowledge about aliens? Like, why?
It wasn't even about aliens. It was like about geometry and
No, the Tom guy. Like, he says that he knows all about this alien shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude.
I've never heard about this one, the Tom.
Oh, this is like the big thing. Like, he's been up for years now, like, going and saying that he had meetings with these people from the Pentagon, and they took him in, and I guess he did have that meeting, but why? Like, what's that? Like, I'm suspicious of the goal there. Like, like, I feel like it's disinformation. Like it's just going to be disseminated disinformation, right? Like on a large scale because he has a lot of fans, right?
I think it's a lot of look here, not over here.
Yeah. Oh, did he? He set up a. Okay, so hang on. Let me post these up here so people can see what we're talking about. Tom has been studying for years. Great. That's fantastic that he's studying it. But like, I study stuff too, and I don't get invited to the Pentagon to like, talk about it, right? Like, why?
Great. So he contacted them apparently and said, I figured it all out. And they were like, okay, we'll tell you everything.
Right. Right. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, no way. Like, come on. Serious? Like, I mean, do you believe that? Like, I just find that hard to believe.
Right. The Audacious Soul had a good question. And like, I don't know how to answer this.
I do.
Go for it.
So if we're talking about like MK Ultra stuff, or like not MK Ultra, but like Stargate, whatever, they recruit within their own ranks. And I know this for sure because my ex-fiance's dad was in the CIA. He was, and when he died, we went through all his paperwork and found saw it myself with my own eyes. His father worked at China Lake, which is like in California, I think somewhere like on the border. And when he was a kid, his dad put him in some program on the base. Okay. And like, he has some weird thoughts, man. This guy has some weird belief systems. Like, he has some very odd things that he would say and do. And I couldn't figure it out, but it was later that I found out this stuff about him. And I was like, oh my God. So they'd go to their people that like, hey, like they give them incentive to like put their own kids through that shit. And now that's not everybody. That's not all of them. And they do get them from elsewhere, I'm sure. But like, I do know that they did take children from their own officers, like, like in the daycare and stuff like that. I don't know that those kids were like really harmed, you know what I mean? But like still tested on in some capacity. Other than that, I would say like probably foster kids or like, orphans, like stuff like that. Like, where are all those kids that go missing all the time, right?
Right. Well, there's a lot of interesting things going on, and I don't want to disclose too much, but I've seen a lot with my readings in my many years, and like anything you can imagine does go on. It really
unfortunately is. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of stuff that would be horrifying to find out that happens, right? But like, I don't know, like if kids get, I mean, I heard there was a rumor. Now, I'm not saying this is true at all, but I did hear this rumor that the GATE programs, the GATE, the gifted and talented education, right, was a recruiter for kids of psychic ability for the government.
I believe
that. I don't know if that's true. But yes,
I was also IQ. They IQ tested us, and me and my brother, because
I did too. Yeah, I didn't go, and my mom wouldn't let me go.
Really? However, aren't you a member of Mensa? Nah.
I'm not gonna pay to prove I'm smart. That's dumb. Sorry. No, dude. Like, I don't care about that. And those tests are not even reliable. So
no, it's about your ability. Yeah. It's not even about what you know.
But the average IQ right now, guys,
ability to adapt and find patterns. Did you know that?
Yeah, no, it is. It's like it's all that stuff. But the average IQ now has dipped again. Again, dude. 75 to 95 is now the normal rate.
Don't get me started.
I can't. Right. So that's crazy. I don't know. That's like 20-point deviation since I was in high school.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
But you know what? Let's think about that for a second. How much has technology taken over and done things for us that we used to have to figure out for ourselves?
Right. Okay, but that's not even that doesn't even cut it. Like, I just watched a video today on TikTok about a teacher, a third grade teacher, that was like, you guys, your kids need to know their first and last name when they get into third grade. They need to know how to spell their first and last name. They need to know their mother's and dad's name. They need to know their last name, their address, like how to tie their shoes. Like 3rd grade kids don't know these things.
How?
I have a 3rd grader. I have a 3rd grader. She actually does not. She's not good at tying her shoes. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay,
but
well, the tying the shoes
that's
thing,
my fault.
they don't care about.
That's me.
Everybody can do Velcro. Nobody cares about that. But like,
she needs to know how to tie her shoes, man. She just doesn't care, and it's like a nightmare trying to teach her. It's driving me fucking nuts. But yeah, 3rd grade. Oh, hang on. This question. Brainwashed? This guy, he had this whole thing about starting a cult. His whole purpose was starting a cult. And he also didn't believe in like emotions at all. Like at all. Like he was completely dissociated from emotions completely. He also didn't believe you should talk at dinner. Like, so if we were on a dinner date, he would not speak and I couldn't speak. It was fucking nuts, man. Like this guy, I mean, he's still my friend. We were together 11 years, but like his behavior was so odd at times that I was like, what is right? He's a multimillionaire, super successful person, like super driven, super highly intelligent. But man, when it comes to personal shit, this guy was like weird. And no offense, bro, if you're watching, but it's one of those things where I was just like, whoa. And he always would talk about the Rockefellers and the Kennedys, and like he had this like admiration for Joe Kennedy, and like, and like I guess Rockefellers, somebody's dad, I think it was Joe Kennedy, like took their 2-year-old sons out into the forest and was like, if you can find your way back home, you're good enough to be my son, kind of shit. Like, and left their kid in the fucking wilderness overnight.
Yes.
And he thought he should do that too. Like,
yes.
And he thought that nannies should raise our kids and like not me. Like that the kids should only come to us when they were clean and proper. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking? I was like, dude, this is weird. But then when I was
blue blood stuff, it's
God, the blue blood comments all the time. All the time. And when I was researching about this program, about what the people that would give their kids over to this program, it said that they were training them to be anti-emotional, about starting cults. Like literally every single thing that he did that I thought was odd was in this program. Like I was like, whoa. So then I asked him, I was like, hey man, when you were at, on the base, living on base with your dad and stuff, like, did you go to any kind of school on base or program? And he's like, oh yeah, like totally. And I was like, what did you do there? And he's like, I can't remember. So that's all he said. And I was like, oh shit. Yeah. Let's see. Actually, when you're in high school. Oh man. Yeah. Laurel. Yeah. This is true. I taught high school also, and I had some students that couldn't tie their shoes. Also, students that didn't know their phone number or the name of the city we live in. And that's parent problems, dude. I'm sorry. Like that is
because
that is
my
like
kids
your parents aren't talking to you.
By the time they were able to talk, like they knew I was mom, but they could also,
They said most kids don't know their birthdays.
What?
Yeah. That most of the 3rd graders don't know their own birthday. That's crazy.
Let's think about this for a second. And I'm just going to say this, and then everybody can have their opinions on it. But here it is.
Okay.
What year did people start getting smartphones?
I don't know, man.
2010.
Was it 2010?
2010
what year did common sense cease to exist?
2010 to 2012 is when we started using smartphones. Okay, when people started doing the thing where they've become part of the limbic system, right? Okay. So now, what are we doing when we're becoming parents? We have to still feed that addiction, right? Thank goodness I raised my kids before that.
Oh my God. I did one and not the other one. The other one's still like right now, and I'm dealing with this nightmare because I don't know, man. It's
different.
We have all the technology, we have all the information that you could possibly ever want right at our fingertips, and yet nobody uses it. It's like I don't need to learn anything because I can just look it up. But then no one ever does look it up, I guess. I don't know. Like, because it's like the lack of ability in people is astounding.
How do you retain any information? Number one. Number two, how do you learn? Like, I'm not understanding that, because I feel like I have more of a grounding from not being a smartphone user for most of my life, you know?
I mean,
but people who are like growing up with it, or, you know, the people like that are raising these children are younger, you know, okay, so like they've grown up around computers, you know, like it's an addiction that I think programs us.
Yeah, yeah, it does. Oh, okay. So I have more information about this whole thing about the psychic stuff. So these are the names of the projects that they've been renamed. Okay. Gondola Wish, Grill Flame, Center Lane, Sunstreak, and Scanate. I don't know. So then it started with Stargate, and now it's those. So let's just, so that's current. I'm believing it's up to current day. I'm sure that they're still doing it. I'm sure they're still doing it. Oh, hey, man. Dude. Hey, Marisol. Me too. I have a 28-year. She's going to be 28 in next month on the 17th. And then I have a 9-year-old. So, like, big gap. And it's totally different. Oh, my God. Like, night and day. A payphone? Yeah, I do. Oh, my gosh. Hey, God, I got to put that so people can see. Let's see. So, first one, yeah. Kids are not as adaptive. They are not. They are not.
Yeah.
Oh, have you not, Laurel, have you seen the video of the kids trying to figure out how to use a rotary phone? That shit.
Oh, that is so funny.
Oh my God.
I have nightmares about that because my grandparents had a rotary phone when I was growing up. Mm-hmm. And you'd always have to start, you know, and think about the number you're dialing and the whole thing. Zoo.
Yeah, it did.
You know?
Yeah. Resourcefulness is a lost art, apparently, because we don't need it. We just have everything at our fingertips, right? Yeah, that's the thing. It is. So yeah, there's this. It is out of body experiences have been added to this too, to the list of things that they were doing on these projects. It says it consisted of
travel is included in there, I believe.
Right. Yep. So get this. Okay, get this. Okay, so it says the project's sole purpose was to test remote viewing methodologies. Even the participant consent form seems ominous, reminding participants that, quote, the potential for injury during some training cannot be conclusively ruled out. Yeah, so whatever that means. Oh, and then, so I don't know what that means, I guess. Then they have another project, 12 million pages of released information on this somewhere.
Wow.
Where is it? So I'm looking for it. I can't find it. It's annoying. Yeah, so then I got this one. Oh, okay. Gondola Wish. This is, what year is this? It's all redacted, damn it. The Soviets, again, spying on the Russians. It's about spying on the Russians.
Interesting.
So we are just all about spying on those Russians for some reason. You know, I probably have more problems at home, actually, than we do overseas. But, you know.
So we are at 53 minutes. So let's start taking psychic questions for tarot. Anyone.
Yeah.
Post your questions for us.
So we will not be here next. Well, are we going to do a show next week from the beach, from camping?
Well, we could do a live. I don't know. I think we should just not.
I have a therapy appointment. I do. I was like, I'll be at the beach, but like, I'll still, because it's my last one of the until break comes out. So, but I'm gonna just check in with her real quick. But we'll see how we feel. Oh no, because it's Thursday, and we'll be coming back Thursday, so we won't be able to
coming back from our camping because we're going on a coven camping trip next week, everyone.
Yeah.
Anna and I are going with several of our coven sisters. A couple are watching right now.
In the chat right now.
That are in the chat right now watching, that are going to be with us next week. And it's going to be so fun.
Yeah. If anyone is in California, not fun. Well, yeah, we're all coming from different places. Like, it's gonna take me 4 fucking hours to get there from LA.
There's
but
somebody coming from wine country. There's somebody coming from LA. There's some people coming from the Central Valley.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
It'll be fun. I can't wait. We're gonna go see Hearst Castle again and like go stand next to those fucking statues of the Suckman. Oh my god, like that place is amazing, guys. If you haven't been there, it has all of the things that the museums have copies of, apparently, which was news to me. Oh, really? What state? What? Kevin Cameron? That sounds fun. Oh, Sasquatch. Wait, what is this?
Okay.
I mean, like, I don't know about these things, like, because I've never encountered this situation, but I do know that, like, I don't want to be out in the woods by myself at night, like, period.
Oh, I definitely believe in Sasquatch. I absolutely do. I think that they live out in the forest.
I mean, we don't know anything about our own Earth, like, guys.
No, we don't.
5% of the ocean's mapped. The rest of it isn't. Like, I mean, what do you mean? But we know more about the moon than that? Like, I don't understand. That's weird. And I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of shit that, you know, because again, I have to agree with this. And I know it's not, people don't like it, but the amount of people that would freak out over learning that these things are real is problematic, right? People would, because, oh, got you, Laurel. Sorry. Yeah, got you. We're all, hey, we live here.
Yeah, we're jerks like that.
We're dumb. Like that, yeah. But, you know, yeah. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let me get my cards. But yeah, like I think that people would just freak out and people would think they're demons or whatever. And like, you know, God knows what, like they would just go on a rampage. And probably not the best thing for us, right? People freak out about toilet paper. Remember that during the pandemic? Like, come on.
I'm getting the numbers 7 and 16. That means anything. 2 boys, correct?
Is it a custody thing?
I don't know.
I got a 6. 6. Oh, 6 of cups. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, okay, hang on. Intuition. I feel like you're psychically connected to them. Like you can tell, like when you're if you're getting woken up in the morning or night or something like that, it's tied to them. Oh, shit. There's a tie there. Like you're feeling some of the stuff they're feeling. I don't know if that makes sense. Or you.
Something's keeping you from them though, yes?
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be a month before you see them. Why is that? I feel like something's trying to keep you from them.
Is it custody? I think like, oh shit, what did I do with court? Let's see. What was that? Oh, yeah. Money. So you'll see him again. You're gonna see me on the star card here, but like this. I got King of Pentacles, so it's like I don't know if it's a money thing or if it's somebody that has money that's messing things up, or that the lack of money is not is a problem or something. Let's see.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a hard position to be in. I've been there. It's not fun.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, ex-husband, right? Yeah. This is yeah, you're gonna see them soon. You're gonna get what you want. It's gonna be a minute. So, yeah. Yeah. And like I know it's hard, but like the
like hold on.
Yeah, but also the mindset needs to be more positive. Like I know that's really fucking hard. But the lack that you need, like take this opportunity and work on yourself, like whatever that translates to you, right? Like, you know, whatever you need to be doing, and enjoy, like, you know, do your best to enjoy the time that you have alone. Okay. Like, I know that's hard, but like you need to, and then with that will come, like, things will start moving. No, like it's gonna be. I don't have a month here. It says that money, like there's a money issue here. Like there's a money issue. So I don't know if it's like the ex has more money than you and is stalling things in court or whatever the hell is going on, or like making it look a certain way, or you need to establish a certain amount of something. You know what I mean? And like, but this is like I feel like there's a sadness, obviously, that is perpetuating, like, or is preventing forward movement here. Like a, I don't know, it's kind of like a, you got to like do some forward with yourself movements to like enhance yourself and your situation so that it can start moving forward. I think things are stagnant like right now, and that needs to be changed. And you can change, like you're the only one that has the power to change that right now. But going forward, you're tied to them. Like if you're waking up at a certain time or something, that's because like that's what time they're waking up, or you know, something like that is happening. And so just know that like that. But you need to be doing the things you need to do. And I know you know what I'm talking about. Like you have to know what I'm talking about, because I'm not gonna say, you know, I'm not gonna put yourself out there, but like there's hope. You got the star as your final cards means that there's hope, but like the thing you got to do is like an internal process, right? So if that makes sense, I hope it does. I've been there. I've been exactly there. So you know, and it does get better.
Yes. Thank you, Audacious Soul.
Yeah. Thanks for contributing to the conversation today too. It was very helpful.
Okay, yeah. Blue portal. I can tell you why right now. That is when a spirit is brushing up against you, or even like walking into your space, like your aura. I do that all the time. I get like the complete shivers, like I just had ice run through me when spirit is near me. Okay.
Or like the cobwebs on your face?
Yeah. Yep. Same thing. Okay. Because I think that it's definitely true. There's definitely something to that where you don't brag about what you're doing until
yeah. You don't. If you tell people stuff, they'll mess it up for you.
Yep.
That's a thing. That's an old wives' tale, quote unquote, but it's not. It's like,
but it's not. It's real.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's like you got to keep your stuff to yourself. You got to. Yeah, that's even in like esoteric schools, like mystery schools. They also teach the same principle, like that you don't talk about the things that you're working on that you really want to have happen, because when you say them out loud to other people, it like sets off a chain reaction somehow of people then coming in and trying to thwart that advancement. So you got to stay
your energy.
Read Sun Tzu. Like also for Audacious Soul, read the book from Sun Tzu called The Art of War. Okay, that book is short. He was like a feudal era freaking like warrior back in, I think, China or Japan. I don't remember, China. And he was a master, you know, leader of armies, right? Whatever. Like he won all of his battles, and they this is how he won them. And it gives like these great little, you know, analogies of things that are like, you know, how to win battles, right? Without losing your mind, basically. And it helped me immensely when I was going through custody problems and with my ex also. And like, yeah, like, and then just in life in general, it gives really good strategy for like making sure things happen in your favor the way that they're supposed to. But like, it's a literal checklist of like what to do and what not to do. So get that book. It's on, and you can get it free online on PDF. The Art of War.
Yeah, it's an excellent thing to read, and and it teaches you just self-preservation, you know, when on this path.
Yeah.
The Art of War.
Well, then do it, girl. Get your podcast going. Get it going. You need a microphone and internet and a camera. That's it. You know. Oh, it's called The Art of War. Of War, like, you know. And it's by Sun Tzu. Tzu is his last name. Let me see if I can find the PDF for it. I'll link it right now. Hang on.
I think we both have it on PDF.
I mean, I know I have it on PDF. I'm just trying to find the website that has it for them for free, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, see.
Gotcha.
It's one of those. Oh, yeah, I got it right here. So hang on. open link. I have it for you here. You can have it right now. Let me make sure it's the right one. Yep, got it for you. Here, this is free. You can take it, and then there you go. You can read it there in the screen reader. So it's a really good book. It's just like reading little haikus, basically, but like they're full of wisdom that is really like, who knows if this guy was real or not? I don't know, but like, doesn't matter. Great advice. You know?
Well, as any typical witch, where we read massive amounts of books upon books upon books.
I'm literally reading like so many books. Did you see any books like that? Oh my god, got these some good ones. I got The Occult Importance of Blood by Rudolf Steiner. I got The Occult Anatomy of Man by Manly P. Hall. An Outline of Occult Science by Rudolf Steiner again. Sane Occultism and Esoteric Orders and Their Works by Dion Fortune.
I'm reading Lieber 71 right now.
Oh yeah.
Blavatsky.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. And then I have also, Transcendental Magic by, I think that's Wait, right? This one's like, I love this because, where is it? Oh, I got Mystical Kabbalah too. I just bought that one. I got that one. This is a rare book. Did I show you this one? Hardback. I got it. Yeah, it's like
a good hard copy.
Yeah, I'm so excited about it. So great. So happy about that. Yeah, the Transcendental Magic. Oh, this one freaks people out, but yeah.
Love it. Actually, I was just gonna say I've been reading that one.
This is by Levi.
Yes. Yeah.
Those are the great occult book. In case you guys want to know who the people are, you should read books by. It's like Alpheus Levi, Rudolf Steiner, Dion Fortune, A.E. Waite. There's a lot.
A.E. Waite has a ton out. Like his stuff on alchemy is really excellent. If you're ever interested in that, that's the stuff. And like you can learn so much also about what it means when you look at the old alchemical books. And when they're talking about silver or gold or this or that, you can actually translate to what it really is in modern day.
Right. So this is called a hypnagogic experience. And this is because you're in that alpha state at that time, right before you're falling asleep, right? So this is when our brain waves, like our hemispheres of the brain, they synchronize and they balance out because we're always using one part of the brain more than the other. But right before we fall asleep, we have this synchronization. And this is how people do remote viewing and how people do out-of-body experiences is by training themselves to get into that state that you're talking about right now. But the reason you're seeing stuff is because you're in that state. And so you're open to the other things that are out there. So like if you're seeing vivid faces, that's because
it's called the theta state, right?
No, alpha state.
Alpha state. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's the alpha state is when you're vividly dreaming.
No, you're not asleep yet. You're just about to fall asleep.
Okay.
It's when you're hemisync. It's like when your hemispheres of the brains are synchronized and they're all oscillating at the same frequency. Because always one side or one area of the brain is oscillating at a higher rate than the others because of how we use our brains, right? We don't use 10% of our brain. That's not true. We use 100% of our brain. It's just we use it at different times. It's never like 100% all at once, right? Unless maybe you're in this state. I don't know. But that's why. So if you can train yourself to get there, on your own, like you could probably hold on to it longer. But I don't know what you're seeing exactly, or like why you're seeing it. I'm just saying that that's the mechanism of how you do see it, right? So
right.
Yeah. So I'm not sure like who it is. If you recognize them, then it might be someone trying to talk to you. But if you don't recognize them, it just could be people that are in that field of vision at that time, because we have a different capacity to see things at that point, if that makes sense. Right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not easy to do, but you just literally have to set that intention for yourself, like verbally with yourself, and remind yourself that you want to get there and not just fall asleep, because that's what the Gateway assessment was. That's that project with the CIA was all about that. It's about training people to get to that state and not fall asleep, to stay in the state and be able to astral travel and stuff. So that's, if you ever have like, lucid dreaming, the same thing, where you can control your actions and your dreams when you know you're dreaming and you can control it, right? A different capacity.
You can actually map out the astral too, and you can actually figure out how to travel there and meet up with your friends even.
Yeah, but that's happened. It happened to us. It was so crazy though. Like I was like, what? That's nuts. But you're not supposed to engage with anybody. Like, just FYI, if you do that, they say you're not supposed to look anyone in the eyes. I don't know why that is, but that's even in the manual, the training manual for the gateway process. It says do not interact with other entities. I don't know what that means. But like,
I do it, and it's not for the faint-hearted.
I don't know what it means. Yeah, it does. It says that.
I do know what it means. Like, anything that you come across here, you can come across there, but it's a whole different ball game because you're on their plane now, baby.
Well, like they said, I think it said like you could bring it back with you, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
But like you can connect with it, but like
that made me scared to try it. I was like, I don't want to. That's like Stranger Things, dude. Like, no thanks. I'm not about that. You ignore them. It could just be. It is startling. I'm glad you said that. Thank you.
It is very startling. Thank you for that, because you know what? I've been clairvoyant my whole life, and no matter how clairvoyant I've been, when you see something apparate in front of you,
it's
a whole different thing. And
it is not.
It is unnerving.
I have never once been like, oh, hey, friend, how are you doing? No, I'm like, what the fuck? Like every time, like every fucking time, like, because that's not normal. Like, it's not. It's not something I'm expecting. So it's a surprise in and of itself. And then like immediately I think it's a person that's robbing me or like breaking into my house. Like every time. And like when people say that they're not scared of it, I think they're full of shit, because like I can't imagine it not freaking you out. I just can't. Like, I wish I could be like way more chill with it, but I'm just I can't, dude. I've been trying. I'm 45 years old, almost 46. I still can't. Like, still freaks me out so much. I get excited sometimes about like once the initial shock wears off, but like I'll be like, oh, cool. But the initial shock always fucks everything up at the beginning, like always.
Right. Yeah.
So hopefully you can be a little better than I am at that. It's like, that would be, I think, anyone's goal is be better than Anna's really out of control of it. I get really scared. I got PTSD, man. Like it startles me, man.
I think it comes with the program, just you're psychic. Definitely.
Sorry, man.
Okay.
Yes. It's free. I posted a link in
the library.
Yeah, you can get it at the library. I'm a hard copy book person myself. I like hard copies. I don't like reading things digitally. I don't retain the same amount of information that way. So, and the book's like $5 at the bookstore. It's really cheap. It's not big at all. It's very small. I have it here somewhere. I mean, it's like really thin. I think it's only like 115 pages. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not Von Thorn. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just being honest. Like, so everyone's experience is different, and you likely won't be as spaz as I am about it. But like, I'm just really high strung, in case you haven't noticed. So. Yeah.
Okay, so next week we won't see you guys. We will be on the beach having a gigantic ritual for Hecate. So,
oh, and happy solstice, guys! It's summer solstice today.
Yeah, happy solstice! It's a strawberry full moon tomorrow.
So do your rituals and incantations. Whatever you want to bring into your life. Full moon's perfect time to do any kind of magic at all. So it's free range there. But take advantage of it, because it's supposed to actually be pink tomorrow. Like, the moon's actually supposed to look pink. I'm excited about that. I don't know if it ever will, but we'll see. You guys. But yeah, we love you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
Yeah, we don't know nothing, government. Seriously. Bye, guys.
Bye.